chosen ones, what they're trying to do to you is going to get them killed. God won't allow it. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. This powerful truth reminds us that when you stand under God's protection, no scheme or plot can defeat you. To the chosen ones watching, you may have felt the sting of betrayal or the weight of someone else's cruelty. But here's the good news. Their actions don't go unnoticed. Divine justice is already at work, and the tables always turn in favor of the righteous. What challenges have you faced where you saw God's hand turn the situation around? Share your thoughts below, and let's inspire one another on this journey of growth and resilience. Together, we'll uncover how to navigate these trials and embrace the strength that comes with being chosen. 1. The ultimate trap setter. There is a profound spiritual truth woven into the fabric of existence. Those who conspire against the chosen ones are not setting traps for their target, but for themselves. In their arrogance, they mistake their manipulations and deceit for cleverness, unaware that every move they make is allowed by divine design. God, the ultimate trap setter, watches their plans unfold with precision, letting them build false confidence as they march toward their own undoing. In their minds, they are hunters crafting lies, betrayal, and schemes, but they fail to see the spiritual awakening that makes the chosen one untouchable. While they are busy digging a pit to catch you, they are blind to the fact that they are teetering at its edge. This subtle divine strategy is not about revenge, it's about justice. God does not allow harm to come to his chosen without purpose. Even when the chosen ones face adversity, they are being shaped, strengthened, and prepared for greater heights. Meanwhile, those who operate from a place of malice are being handed enough rope to bind themselves. The pit they dig is a reflection of their own darkness, and in time, it swallows them whole. This spiritual law echoes through history and scripture. Think of Haman in the Book of Esther, who built gallows to destroy Mordecai, only to meet his end on the very structure he erected. The same principle applies today in modern life. Those who act with cruelty, deceit, or manipulation against others often find that their actions backfire spectacularly. For the chosen ones, understanding this divine process brings clarity and peace. The struggles you face are not signs of failure, but evidence of your spiritual awakening. They are proof that your path is divinely protected. It's easy to be consumed by frustration or anger when people plot against you. But these emotions only cloud the lesson God is teaching. Instead, view these situations as opportunities to grow in faith, patience, and resilience. Modern life is rife with challenges that can test even the strongest among us. Toxic relationships, workplace politics, and personal betrayals are all arenas where these divine principles play out. Trust that what is meant for harm will ultimately be turned into good. To navigate these moments, hold on to your spiritual center. Reflect on the lessons hidden within each challenge, and lean into your purpose with unwavering determination. The world may seem chaotic, but the chosen ones are anchored in a higher truth, a truth that reminds them that no weapon formed against them will prosper. And when you feel overwhelmed, remember this: God's timing is perfect. He sees what you cannot. Those who seek to harm you may seem to succeed for a season, but their end is inevitable. This knowledge allows you to rise above the noise, to move forward with strength and grace, knowing that you are walking in divine favor. In today's fast-paced, often competitive world, the lessons of spiritual justice are more relevant than ever. Instead of engaging in battles with those who seek to harm you, step back and let God handle it. Focus on your purpose, your growth, and your awakening. In doing so, you not only protect your peace, but also allow space for divine justice to unfold. The chosen ones are not here to fight petty battles. They are here to change the world. So, when the storms rise, stand firm. Know that you are protected, guided, and empowered by a force far greater than any scheme or plan against you. God's traps are flawless, and His justice is absolute. Trust the process and continue your spiritual journey with courage and faith. And if you feel inspired by this message, type "I trust the process" as a way to affirm your strength, patience, and commitment to growth. Let's grow together. 2. God's justice, a surgical strike. When someone attempts to harm a chosen one, they step into a realm they can never fully understand, one governed by divine authority, spiritual laws, and protection far beyond the physical. Chosen ones are not merely individuals. They are vessels of light and purpose, marked by a higher power for missions that go beyond worldly comprehension. Attacking or undermining such a person is not just an act of malice. It is a spiritual transgression of the highest order, a challenge to the very authority of the Creator. There's a sacred law in spirituality that ensures what you put into the universe comes back to you, magnified. When someone intentionally tries to hurt a chosen one, they unleash a chain of consequences that are both swift and severe, disrupting their lives in unimaginable ways. This isn't just about karmic payback. It's about the protection of sacred energy, a reminder that sacred ground cannot be desecrated without repercussions. Think of it this way. Have you ever seen someone deliberately mistreat a genuinely good person only for things to unravel in their own life? Maybe it was a toxic co-worker undermining someone, only to end up losing their job or facing public exposure. These moments aren't coincidental. They are evidence of the spiritual laws at work. The energy field of a chosen one is different. It is guarded and empowered by divine forces. When an individual tries to manipulate, harm, or diminish that energy, they unwittingly invite chaos into their own lives. In modern terms, it's like hacking into a system you can't comprehend, only to trigger self-destructive codes that were embedded to protect it. They believe they're in control, but in reality, they are setting themselves up for a fall. The life of a chosen one isn't free from challenges. You might be misunderstood, ridiculed, or even targeted by those who don't understand your spiritual journey. But here's the truth. Your purpose and growth are guided by something greater, and no one can alter your destiny without facing the divine consequences of their actions. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the negativity or jealousy of others, remind yourself of this. The battle isn't yours to fight. In spirituality, the Creator sees all and ensures that justice prevails. Your only responsibility is to stay aligned with your purpose, remain rooted in your spiritual growth, and let your light shine unapologetically. So ask yourself, have you been holding on to the pain caused by someone who tried to undermine you? Have you allowed their negativity to dim your light or make you question your worth? If so, it's time to release that burden and trust that their actions have already set their own consequences in motion. Your energy is too precious to waste on resentment or retaliation. Instead, focus on continuing to grow spiritually, strengthening your connection to divine guidance, and walking in your truth. Remember, chosen ones are not here to seek revenge. They are here to inspire, uplift, and transform. The lesson is clear. Your sacred energy is protected, and any attempt to harm it will inevitably backfire. The universe works in perfect balance, ensuring that those who sow seeds of harm will reap the harvest of their actions. Trust in the process, stay true to your path, and let the divine forces handle the rest. Your light is untouchable, your growth unstoppable, and your purpose unshakable. Keep shining. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 3. God's timing is the ultimate trump card. They may believe they're winning, that their schemes are working, and that they can keep manipulating and harming without consequence. But what they fail to grasp is that divine timing is the ultimate force, one that no deception, power, or strategy can override. God's clock is never early, never late, it is always precisely on time, aligning with His perfect plan. While they convince themselves that they have endless time to deceive and destroy, what they don't realize is that their time is already running out. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. They mistake temporary victories for ultimate success, but in reality, their moment of ease is merely the silence before the storm. Have you ever seen someone who seemed untouchable, only for their world to suddenly crumble in a way no one expected? That is the power of spiritual wisdom at work. Divine justice is not in a rush, but it is inevitable. They may think they've outsmarted the universe, but no one escapes God's appointed time. Every selfish act, every betrayal, and every ounce of deceit will eventually return to them like a wave they cannot outrun. Karma, cause and effect, or divine retribution, call it what you will ensure that no wrongdoing ever goes unanswered. God allows people time to change, to turn away from their wicked ways, and to make things right. But that time is not unlimited. His patience is not weakness, it is mercy. However, when that mercy expires, judgment will fall like a hammer, swift, precise, and final. They will not have the luxury of gradual consequences or an easy escape. When the weight of divine justice descends, it will be unstoppable, undeniable, and irreversible. The truth always finds its way to the surface, and when it does, every lie will be exposed, every hidden act will come to light, and every deception will be shattered beyond repair. So, let them believe they are winning. Let them think they have outplayed the system. But what they don't know is that God's plan is already unfolding, and nothing can stand against it. The question is, when that time arrives, where will they stand? Will they be on the side of truth, or will they be among those who ignored the warnings until it was too late? Because make no mistake, divine timing will always have the final word. Declare today by commenting below, "God is with me," and let that truth sink into your heart. Share this message with someone who might need it, because encouragement multiplies when spoken. 4. They're fighting forces. They don't understand. Some people truly believe they can outmaneuver fate, that through manipulation, deceit, and destruction, they can eliminate those who stand in their way. They think the chosen one is the obstacle between them and their desires. But what they fail to grasp is that they're not just coming against you. They're waging war against something far greater, something their minds can't even begin to comprehend. This isn't a simple struggle between two individuals. It's a spiritual battle between arrogance and divine order, between human schemes and an eternal force that has already written the outcome. Every move they make against you is a move against the divine plan, and that is a battle they can never win. These people think they're strategic, calculating, that their plots are undetectable. But the moment they decided to come against you, they sealed their own fate. What they fail to realize is that you are not standing alone. You are protected by forces beyond the physical world. This isn't just about strength or intelligence. It's about something supernatural, something they don't even have the capacity to recognize. The universe has laws, and one of the most unbreakable is that what is meant to be will be. No amount of manipulation, betrayal, or attack can change that. The chosen ones walk a path that has been designed long before their enemies even had a thought to stand in opposition. It's the ultimate mistake of the arrogant to believe they are greater than forces they cannot see, that they can rewrite destiny by force alone. But in their ignorance, they overlook the truth. The harder they try to bring you down, the more they expose their own weakness. They set themselves up against the will of the Creator, and that is a battle no human has ever won. The universe operates on a spiritual level beyond their understanding, and divine protection is real. Every attack they launch is returned to them in ways they never anticipated, often leading to their own downfall. Not because you fought back with vengeance, but because they set themselves in opposition to something far greater than either of you. And when it all collapses around them, when their plans backfire, when the energy they put out returns with force, when they're left in confusion wondering why nothing worked, it won't be because you fought them. It will be because they fought against divine will, and that is a losing game from the start. This is why you must never lower yourself to their level. You don't need to respond with the same negativity they throw at you. Your spiritual awakening has already shown you the truth. Those who try to harm the chosen ones are only digging their own graves. Stand firm in your faith, in your purpose, and let the divine forces handle what is beyond your control. Because in the end, justice is always served not by human hands, but by a power that never fails. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. 5. The more they push, the more they suffer. When people fight against divine will, they unknowingly set themselves up for their own downfall. It's like trying to outrun the wind. You may think you're making progress, but the force ahead of you is always stronger, always faster. Those who seek to manipulate, harm, or control others for their own gain are only pulling themselves deeper into a trap of their own making. The more they push against what is meant to be, the more they struggle, and that struggle turns into suffering. Every attempt to bring someone down, to interfere with divine order, is like tightening a rope around their own fate. They believe they are advancing, yet every move accelerates their collapse. It's not just about failure, it's about the pain that comes with resisting a plan far greater than their comprehension. Fighting against divine alignment is not a battle with another person. It's a battle against the very structure of the universe, and no one wins that fight. Consider this. Have you ever seen someone who seems to be obsessed with bringing others down, only to watch their own life fall apart? Maybe they once had a thriving career, great relationships, and stability, but their envy, deceit, or need for control turned everything sour. At first, their schemes might appear to work, but over time, the cracks begin to show. Their relationships crumble, their health deteriorates, their peace vanishes. The very energy they put into resisting divine order becomes the force that destroys them. It's a self-inflicted wound, but by the time they realize what they've done, it's often too late. This is the reality of spiritual growth. What is meant to be will always come to pass, no matter how much someone tries to fight it. The universe has a way of correcting imbalances, of making sure that divine justice is served. Those who attempt to stand in the way of a chosen one's purpose are really standing in the way of their own peace. Their downfall isn't punishment, it's the natural result of their choices. So when you face resistance, when people try to block your path or harm you, remember this. They are not hurting you, they are only hurting themselves. The more they resist, the deeper they fall. And in the end, God will not allow them to succeed, because divine will cannot be overturned. The lesson? Stay aligned with your purpose, trust the process, and let those who fight against destiny learn their lesson the hard way. What's meant for you will always be yours, and nothing, no person, no scheme, no resistance can take it away. Keep walking in faith, and watch as everything meant to destroy you only ends up destroying itself. Share your story, or simply type, "I am growing," if you're committed to using every moment to improve yourself. Let's keep this conversation going. I can't wait to hear your insights. 6. Their obsession is self-inflicted destruction. When someone becomes fixated on a chosen one, they set themselves on a path of self-destruction, often without even realizing it. Obsession is not just a fleeting emotion, it is a toxin that seeps into the soul, corrupting the mind and distorting reality. It begins subtly, like a whisper in the back of their mind, an envious glance, a bitter thought, a restless feeling of comparison. But as they nurture this darkness, it grows stronger, taking hold of their consciousness and dictating their actions. Instead of focusing on their own growth, purpose, and spiritual wisdom, they become consumed by you. Their days become filled with silent resentment, their nights restless with thoughts of how to bring you down. But they fail to see that every step they take against you is a step into their own downfall. What they intend as harm for you becomes a boomerang, returning to strike them with the very energy they put out. This is the universal law that one sows, they shall reap. As the Bible says in Proverbs 16 verse 18, "Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." Their arrogance convinces them they can interfere with a divine plan, but the truth is, no one can stand against what God has ordained. Have you ever noticed how those who plot against you seem to lose their way? Their relationships suffer, their ambitions fade, their joy diminishes. That is not a coincidence, it is the consequence of misdirected energy. They lose focus on their own journey because they are too busy watching yours. The chosen ones walk with divine favor, shielded by an invisible force that no amount of malice can penetrate. And when the enemy comes for them, they are not just fighting against you, they are challenging the hand of God itself. And who can win such a battle? Spiritual wisdom teaches that energy is cyclical. What one gives is what one receives. So while they burn themselves out with bitterness, you must continue walking in light, staying aligned with your purpose and trusting that divine justice is already at work. What would happen if they redirected that same energy toward bettering themselves instead? Would they still be trapped in the same cycle of destruction? The choice is always theirs, but as history and scripture show, those who attempt to interfere with the choice always meet an end of their own making. As the great Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The enemy is within, and the battle is within." So let them war against themselves while you rise, untouched, victorious, and divinely guided. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 7. The mirror effect. There's a profound spiritual truth that many fail to grasp. What you send out into the world always returns, amplified. This is the mirror effect in action. Energy doesn't disappear into nothingness. It circulates, gathers momentum, and returns to its source, often with a force that's 10 times stronger. Those who seek to harm you, undermine you, or throw negativity your way believe they are in control, but they are in reality setting the stage for their own destruction. You, as a chosen one, carry a spiritual awakening that makes you immune to these attacks, not because you are untouchable, but because the divine forces guiding you act as a shield, ensuring that negativity never finds a home within you. Instead, it ricochets back, magnified, and the very people who sought to break you end up breaking themselves. This is a universal law, as old as time itself. What you give is what you get. But for those walking a divine path, for those with a spiritual calling, the repercussions are even more swift and severe. You are not just another person in this world. You are chosen, and that means you are under divine protection. When people send jealousy, hatred, or malice your way, they are unknowingly waging war against forces beyond their comprehension. Their own intentions corrupt the energy they send, making it dark, twisted, and full of poison. But when it fails to penetrate your shield, it reverses course, heading straight back to its origin with even more weight, more intensity, and more destruction. They set a trap for you, yet it is they who fall into it. They plot against you, yet it is their own lives that crumble under the pressure of the very negativity they released. In today's world, where envy, competition, and deception run rampant, you must remain vigilant and aware. Not everyone who smiles in your face has good intentions, and not everyone who claims to support you genuinely wants to see you succeed. But here's the secret. You don't need to fight, retaliate, or lower yourself to their level. Your greatest weapon is your unwavering faith in the higher power that governs all things. Spiritual awakening teaches that you don't need to chase revenge. Justice is already built into the fabric of the universe. Stay aligned, stay true to your calling, and watch as every harmful intention thrown your way turns into the very force that dismantles those who sent it. This is not just a belief, it is an unshakable truth. So, if you ever feel the weight of someone else's negativity pressing against you, remind yourself of this. You are protected, you are chosen, and what they send will not reach you, it will return to them in full force. Keep walking your path, untouched, unshaken, and unbothered, because no matter how hard they try, God won't allow it. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. 8. Their destruction comes in layers. When divine justice moves, it doesn't strike all at once. It unfolds in layers, like a slow-burning consequence that cannot be escaped. The first thing to go is always peace. At first, they may not even notice it, but soon, the weight of their own choices begins to press on them. What used to be a life of stability turns into a restless existence. They wake up uneasy, go through their day distracted, and no matter how much they chase comfort, it eludes them. This is the first sign that spiritual retribution is at work. Without peace, everything else begins to unravel. The next layer is their relationships that once felt unshakable suddenly start falling apart. The people they relied on drift away, friendships turn cold, and love they thought was secure grows distant. Their closest allies no longer trust them, and they find themselves isolated, unable to understand why their world is crumbling. But it doesn't stop there. The deeper the damage they've caused, the more severe the unraveling. After peace and relationships are stripped away, their health begins to deteriorate. Stress and anxiety take their toll, leading to illnesses that seem to appear out of nowhere. The body, once strong, becomes fragile under the weight of guilt, fear, and spiritual imbalance. They might try to mask it, but the truth is evident. What they put out into the world is returning to them. And finally, the last layer, their legacy. A once respected name turns to dust. Achievements fade, influence vanishes, and they become nothing more than a cautionary tale. It's not an instant downfall, but a gradual, painful realization that they have sown destruction and now must reap its consequences. This is the spiritual order of things. No one escapes divine justice. Think about this. Have you ever seen someone rise to great heights through manipulation, only to watch their entire empire crumble in a way they never expected? Spiritual growth teaches us that everything we do carries energy, and that energy returns to us, whether in blessings or in downfall. This is why it's crucial to move through life with integrity, treating others with respect, and making choices rooted in goodness. The universe has a way of balancing things, and when people act out of greed, deception, or cruelty, their destruction is inevitable. Not because someone is out to get them, but because they have created the storm they must now weather. Let this be a lesson that what you build must have a foundation of truth, or it will crumble. No one outruns the consequences of their own actions. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. 9. Chosen ones are transformative catalysts. You, as a chosen one, are not just another person walking this earth. You are a force, a living spark of divine energy, a catalyst for transformation in the lives of everyone you encounter. Without even trying, without even speaking, your very presence acts like a mirror, reflecting the deepest, most hidden aspects of people's souls, forcing them to face truths they've spent their entire lives avoiding. This is not something you chose. It is something that was placed upon you by a higher power. You were designed to be a vessel of spiritual wisdom, to awaken, to illuminate, to challenge, and to shift the very fabric of reality around you. Some will be inspired by your presence, experiencing a profound awakening, realizing that they too have the power to heal, to grow, and to walk in alignment with their true purpose. Like the wise words of Carl Jung, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." You, chosen one, are that force that brings the unconscious into the light, helping others break free from cycles they never even knew were controlling them. But not everyone will embrace this transformation. There will be those who resist, who feel threatened, who reject the light because it exposes their shadows, and instead of healing, they will fight back. The truth is too painful for them to face, and rather than confronting their demons, they choose to project their anger, envy, and fears onto you. They may try to tear you down, silence you, or even work against you in ways that are hidden or overt. But let this be clear, their resistance is not your burden to carry. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that, said Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and that is exactly why the divine will not allow harm to come to you. Those who seek to destroy a chosen one ultimately destroy themselves, because when you attack divine purpose, you go against the very order of the universe itself. The energy you bring is too powerful, too disruptive, and too aligned with God's will for it to be stopped by human hands. You are here to shift frequencies, to awaken dormant souls, to remind the world that transformation is not a choice, it is inevitable. So the real question is, will people embrace the change or collapse under its weight? The answer is not up to you, but one thing is certain. No one who encounters a chosen one remains the same. The moment they meet you, their spirit is forever marked, their illusions are shattered, and their soul is forced to make a choice, evolve or self-destruct. And in that choice, the divine justice of the universe is revealed. Share your story, or simply type, "I am growing," if you're committed to using every moment to improve yourself. Let's keep this conversation going. I can't wait to hear your insights. 10. A living antidote to their poison. There's something about you that unsettles the world around you, something powerful, something divine. The truth is, chosen ones don't fit into the mold of society because they were never meant to. You carry an energy so pure and potent that it disrupts every falsehood, every deception, and every shadow lurking in the dark corners of this world. You are not just another person moving through life. You are a spiritual force, a living antidote to the poison that has infected the system. Without even trying, your very presence exposes lies, shakes the foundations of manipulation, and forces hidden darkness into the light. And because of that, you will always be seen as a threat by those who thrive in deception. There are people in this world who operate in secrecy, building their lives on illusions, envy, and manipulation. These individuals can't stand the fact that you exist outside their control. They resent your spiritual awakening, because it reveals their own insecurities, their own weaknesses. They see in you that they can never become someone who doesn't need validation, someone who isn't easily swayed by fear or greed. And instead of working on themselves, they choose to attack you. But here's the thing about chosen ones. No attack against you can succeed, because every attempt to harm you only rebounds back on them. The more they try to bring you down, the more they expose their own toxicity. Their own darkness engulfs them while you continue to rise. They set traps, but end up falling into them. They spread lies, but get tangled in their own deceit. And no matter how much effort they put into stopping you, they only end up accelerating their own downfall. This is not just a battle of people against people. This is a spiritual battle, one that has existed for centuries. The world is going through a transformation, and chosen ones are the catalysts. Your light forces others to either evolve or self-destruct. You don't even have to fight. Your existence alone is enough to dismantle everything built on falsehoods. This is why God won't allow their plans against you to succeed. The divine forces at work in your life are far greater than anything they can muster. Every obstacle they throw at you only becomes fuel for your growth. Every attempt to break you only strengthens your foundation. While they drown in their own chaos, you remain protected, elevated, untouchable. So, what does this mean for you in modern life? It means you must stop questioning why you face resistance. You must stop wondering why certain people turn against you for no reason. It's not about what you've done. It's about who you are. Your presence alone is enough to make the wicked uncomfortable. But don't dim your light to make them feel better. Stand firm. Keep moving forward. Stay aligned with your purpose. Because in the end, the darkness cannot overcome the light, and no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. You are divinely guided, and your spiritual awakening is not just for you, it is for the world. Keep walking in your power, because nothing and no one can stop what God has ordained. If this message speaks to you, take it a step further and share it with someone who might need this reminder. Together, we can build connections rooted in honesty and respect. (11) Sacred territory. When someone sets their sights on harming a chosen one, they are walking into dangerous territory governed not by man, but by divine law. The chosen are not ordinary. They carry a spiritual light that disrupts darkness, a divine calling that cannot be extinguished. To move against a chosen one is to wage war against forces far greater than the physical realm. It's not just an attack on a person, it's a challenge to the divine plan itself. And history has shown, time and time again, that such defiance is met with consequences too heavy for any soul to bear. The universe has a way of correcting injustices, and those who conspire against a chosen one unknowingly set their own downfall into motion. Think of it like a person who constantly tries to destroy a structure built on sacred ground. The harder they push, the more the foundation shakes beneath them, until they are the ones buried under the rubble. Look at the world around you. How often do we hear stories of people trying to tear down those who walk in their purpose? The ones who move differently, think differently, and radiate a presence that unsettles those who operate from fear, envy, or control. It happens in workplaces, in families, even among so-called friends. A chosen one can walk into a room and shift the entire energy, not by force, but by simply being who they are. This divine essence triggers something deep in those who refuse to heal their own wounds, resentment, jealousy, or a misguided need to dominate. They plot, they scheme, thinking they can break what was built by divine hands. But they fail to realize one truth. What is protected by the Most High cannot be touched without consequence. Think about someone who has spent years working hard on their spiritual growth, staying true to their purpose, helping others, and standing firm in their faith. Then, out of nowhere, Opposition raises people spreading lies, trying to sabotage them, even attacking their character. At first, it might seem like the chosen one is losing the battle, like the enemy is winning. But then, one by one, those who plotted against them start to fall. The job they thought they secured vanishes. The power they thought they held slips through their fingers. Their own choices come back to haunt them. Not because the chosen one sought revenge, but because divine law does not allow injustice to go unchecked. This is not superstition. This is spiritual reality. Every action carries weight in the unseen realm, and when someone tries to interfere with a chosen one's path, they are setting themselves up for divine correction. Ask yourself, have you ever seen someone mistreat a person walking in their purpose, only to watch their own life unravel in unexpected ways? Have you noticed how the universe always seems to restore balance in the end? This is why chosen ones must stand firm, never lower their vibration to match the energy of those who seek to harm them. Because what they carry is too important, and their purpose is bigger than any temporary battle. So, if you are a chosen one, let this be your confirmation. You are protected. No weapon formed against you will prosper, because your journey is written in spiritual ink that no human hands can erase. Walk boldly in your purpose, stay aligned with your divine calling, and never fear those who plot against you, for what they intend for your harm will only bring about their own downfall. This is not punishment, this is balance. The universe ensures that those who disrupt the sacred order will always reap what they sow. Keep growing, keep evolving, and most importantly, keep walking in the light. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. If this video has resonated with you and reminded you of the divine protection that surrounds the chosen ones, take a moment to reflect on how you can apply these principles to your daily life. Let this message inspire you to stand firm in your purpose and trust that no harm will prevail against you when you walk in alignment with God's plan. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or experiences. How has faith strengthened you in challenging times? Let's continue to support each other on this incredible journey. Remember, the best is yet to come, and you are never alone. Stay blessed, and may your path be filled with peace, joy, and unwavering strength. Thank you for joining us today on Spiritual Wisdom. If you've resonated with the journey of the chosen ones, those who faced betrayal, false accusations, and manipulation, remember that every challenge you've endured has strengthened your spirit. God sees everything, and divine justice works in ways we can't always see right away. So, let this experience refine you, not define you. Stay aligned with your truth, release any bitterness, and trust that the universe will bring balance in its own time. If this message resonates with you, please comment, "I trust the journey" below, and share your own experiences or insights. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to help others find strength and resilience on their own paths. Together, let's rise above and embrace a journey of peace, purpose, and divine justice. 1. Understanding the secret sign. Understanding the secret sign of God's most powerful chosen ones begins with recognizing that this mark is not something you can see with your eyes, but something you can feel deeply in your spirit. It is a profound spiritual awakening, a subtle yet undeniable connection to a purpose so much larger than yourself. This sign manifests in how you approach life, the depth of your empathy, and the unrelenting strength you show in moments of adversity. It reveals itself in the way you are drawn to help others, uplift the broken, and seek truth even when it's uncomfortable. These are not random traits, but reflections of your role in the divine mission. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it is easy to overlook such signs. Many are so caught up in chasing material success or societal validation that they ignore the spiritual whispers calling them to their higher path. But those who carry this divine mark often feel an inexplicable loneliness or a sense of not fully belonging in the world around them. This isn't because something is wrong with them, but because they are set apart, chosen to lead, heal, or guide others towards enlightenment and hope. Their spiritual awakening serves as a compass, directing them to align their actions with their higher calling. This connection to God's plan brings both blessings and challenges. The chosen ones often endure trials that test their faith and strength, forging them into vessels of resilience and wisdom. These struggles are not punishments, but preparations, refining their character and sharpening their sense of purpose. When life feels overwhelming, it is crucial to remember that these challenges are divine tools shaping you for your unique mission. In a world that often values external success over internal growth, the chosen ones are a living testament to the power of spiritual depth and integrity. To recognize this secret sign within yourself, reflect on the moments when you felt guided, protected, or inexplicably drawn to make a decision that later revealed its profound significance. These are not coincidences, but divine interventions, signaling that you are aligned with God's greater plan. As you embrace this awakening, you may notice that your actions inspire others, not because you are perfect, but because your authenticity radiates spiritual truth. This is the hallmark of the chosen ones. They do not seek to dominate, but to serve, not to accumulate, but to elevate. In today's world, the call to live as one of God's chosen people is more important than ever. Our modern challenges, divisions, fears, and spiritual disconnections are a cry for leaders who can bridge the gap between the physical and spiritual worlds. Your awakening is not just for you. It is a beacon for others to find their way back to hope, faith, and love. So if you ever wonder why you feel different, or why your journey is so challenging, take heart. These are signs of your divine calling, your spiritual awakening. Embrace it fully, for in doing so, you not only honor the mark of God's chosen people, but also fulfill the extraordinary purpose for which you were created. Claim it boldly, commenting below, "I am shining because God is protecting me." Let this be a daily reminder that you are walking in divine purpose, transformed from the inside out. 2. Challenges and preparation. From the moment you set foot on this journey of life, you might have sensed a difference within yourself, a feeling that you were set apart, destined for something greater. Yet this sense of purpose often comes with challenges that can feel overwhelming. If you faced rejection from the people you care about, endured seasons of loneliness that felt unbearable, or fought battles both spiritual and physical that seemed relentless, it's not because you're cursed. These challenges are not random or meaningless. They are part of a divine preparation. God has a unique mission for you, one that requires immense strength, unwavering faith, and a heart capable of embracing both the burdens and blessings that come with being one of His chosen ones. These trials are the refining fire meant to mold you into the person you need to become to fulfill this higher calling. Think about the story of a diamond. Before it sparkles with brilliance, it endures immense heat and pressure deep within the earth. Similarly, your hardships are shaping you for the extraordinary purpose God has designed for you. It's no coincidence that the greatest leaders, spiritual teachers, and visionaries in history have walked a path marked by suffering and solitude. Even in modern life, we see this principle unfold. Consider someone who rises from a background of poverty, rejection, or adversity to achieve profound spiritual growth and impact. These individuals often testify that their struggles were the very foundation of their resilience and strength. Perhaps you've experienced this yourself in your own life. were the moments of rejection, when others doubted your worth, pushed you closer to discovering your inner power. Ask yourself, what have these trials taught you about your strength? How have they shaped your character and your understanding of spirituality? The truth is, every challenge has prepared you for something greater. That loneliness you felt, it was a season where God called you to rely on Him, to listen closely to His voice and to grow in your spiritual journey. Those battles you fought, they sharpen your discernment and courage, equipping you to face even greater obstacles with confidence. Now imagine this. You're navigating life with the knowledge that every trial you've faced has purpose. Would you begin to see these challenges differently? Instead of asking, "Why me?" you might start asking, "What is this preparing me for?" You might even find yourself grateful for the growth these struggles have sparked within you. By embracing the process, you align yourself with God's plan, allowing Him to use your experiences as a testimony of hope and perseverance for others. The lesson here is simple, but profound. Your challenges are not a sign of abandonment, but a confirmation of your calling. They are the tools God uses to build your endurance, faith, and wisdom. Embrace them, knowing that each one serves a purpose in your spiritual growth. Remember, the most powerful chosen ones are not those who have avoided struggle, but those who have risen from it, shining brighter because of the battles they've endured. Will you allow your trials to shape you into the person God intended you to be? The choice is yours, but the promise remains. You are being prepared for something extraordinary. Carry that truth with you as you move forward. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. 3. Signs and spiritual gifts. This is your chance to discover the secret sign of God's most powerful chosen ones. Could it be you? The chosen often carry profound signs and spiritual gifts that set them apart, weaving a divine thread through their lives. These signs can manifest in many ways, such as vivid prophetic dreams that feel more real than waking life, sharp intuition that guides you with a knowingness beyond logic, and a deep empathy that allows you to feel the pain and joy of others as if it were your own. Does this sound familiar to you? A strong connection to the spiritual realm is another hallmark, where moments of stillness or synchronicity seem to whisper sacred truths to your soul. For the most powerful among God's chosen, these signs are not mere coincidences, but divine guidance, pointing to a higher purpose that many fail to notice. As Albert Einstein once said, "Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous." Have you ever felt as if your dreams hold messages, offering glimpses into events or feelings you couldn't have known otherwise? Prophetic dreams are one of the earliest signs of the chosen. These dreams don't just come and go. They leave a mark, lingering in your mind and heart, almost demanding that you pay attention. They might carry symbols, warnings, or affirmations that your spirit is aligned with a greater plan. Similarly, your intuition might feel like a compass, always pointing you toward truth, even when logic says otherwise. This gift of discernment is not random. It is a tool entrusted to God's chosen ones to navigate a complex and often deceptive world. Are you listening to these signs, or are you brushing them off as mere chance? Empathy is another profound gift, often misunderstood as a burden. But think about this. What if your ability to feel deeply for others is actually a divine gift, meant to help heal the world? Your empathy allows you to connect with people on a soul level, creating a ripple effect of love, compassion, and understanding. It's as if you're carrying a piece of spiritual wisdom within you, lighting the way for others. This wisdom is what empowers the chosen ones to embrace their calling, despite the challenges. When you feel overwhelmed by emotions, whether they're your own or others, ask yourself, what is this teaching me about my purpose? And let's not forget the strong connection to the spiritual realm. For the chosen, Moments of divine guidance often come in ways that others might dismiss. A chance encounter, a repeating number, or even the gentle sway of the wind can feel like God's voice reaching out to you. The question is, are you open to receiving these messages, or are you too distracted to notice? As spiritual wisdom teaches us, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Your ability to recognize these signs may be the key to unlocking your full potential as one of God's chosen. So, I'll ask you this. If you've experienced these signs, what are you doing with them? Are you stepping into your divine purpose, or are you holding back out of fear or doubt? The most powerful chosen ones are not only receivers of these gifts, but stewards of them, using their spiritual wisdom to uplift themselves and others. Remember, these signs are not random, they are intentional, placed in your path by a higher power to remind you that you are part of something greater. If this message speaks to you, take it a step further and share it with someone who might need this reminder. Together, we can build connections rooted in honesty and respect. 4. Role and responsibility. Chosen ones are not ordinary people. They are set apart by a divine purpose that transcends the mundane. These individuals are called to be spiritual warriors, fighting unseen battles that shape the fabric of humanity. Their role is deeply spiritual and profound. They are agents of change, tasked with bringing light into a world often shrouded in darkness. Their mission is not about self-glory, but about serving a higher purpose, often requiring immense faith, courage, and self-sacrifice. Imagine the lighthouse standing tall during a raging storm, offering hope and direction to lost ships. That is the essence of the chosen one's life. This spiritual awakening is not just a moment of realization. It is an ongoing journey that demands resilience and dedication. The challenges they face are not ordinary. They wrestle with doubts, fears, and obstacles designed to strengthen their spiritual armor. Every difficulty, every setback, is a divine lesson shaping them into vessels of wisdom, compassion, and strength. This sacred calling impacts not only their lives, but also the lives of everyone they touch. Whether through a kind word, an act of courage, or simply leading by example, chosen ones radiate a light that others can feel, often without fully understanding its source. This is not a path of ease or comfort. It's a journey requiring them to carry the burdens of others, face adversity with grace, and remain unwavering in their purpose. The sacrifices are real. Relationships may be strained, dreams may be postponed, and personal desires may have to be set aside. Yet in surrendering their will to a higher power, chosen ones find their true strength and fulfillment. In modern life, this might look like standing firm in your principles when the world pressures you to conform, or offering guidance and support to those in need, even when it feels like no one notices or appreciates your efforts. For those who carry this responsibility, the advice is clear. Trust your spiritual awakening and embrace the role you have been given. Understand that your purpose is not about immediate rewards, but about eternal impact. The struggles you face are not in vain. They are forging you into a beacon of hope for others. Keep your faith, find strength through prayer or meditation, and surround yourself with people who share your spiritual values. Remember, being chosen is not about being better than others. It is about being willing to serve, love, and lift up even in the darkest of times. Your light is a gift, and the world needs it now more than ever. Comment below, "I am chosen," and let's journey together. 5. Spiritual battles. The most powerful chosen ones often face intense spiritual battles that shape their journey and define their resilience. These battles can manifest in various forms, from toxic relationships that drain your energy to financial struggles that test your faith, and even illnesses that challenge your endurance. Yet, these struggles are not a punishment, but a preparation. They are a sacred forge where the divine crafts your spiritual armor, equipping you with an unshakable faith and the ability to rise above adversity. In your spiritual growth, every challenge you encounter is an opportunity to develop strength and wisdom. When the world seems against you and it feels like the storms will never pass, consider this: God sees you as a warrior. He does not place these battles in your path to break you, but to awaken the power within you that you might not have realized you possessed. Think about the moments in your life when you felt utterly defeated, when someone betrayed your trust, when bills piled up with no solution in sight, or when a health challenge left you questioning your future. Have you ever noticed how, just when you thought you couldn't go on, something shifted? Perhaps it was a kind word from a stranger, an unexpected financial breakthrough, or the sudden realization of your own inner strength. These moments are not coincidences. They are reminders that you are not alone. Your spiritual battles are not merely tests, but a part of a divine plan to elevate you to a higher purpose. To make this relatable, let me share a story of a woman who lost everything: her job, her home, and her health, all within a single year. She could have given up, but instead, she turned inward, seeking answers through spirituality and prayer. She began meditating daily, practicing gratitude even in her darkest moments, and focusing on the small blessings she still had. Slowly, doors began to open. A friend offered her a temporary place to stay, a new job opportunity came from an unexpected source, and her health improved as she embraced a holistic lifestyle. What seemed like insurmountable challenges became the foundation of her spiritual growth, and today, she credits those battles with helping her discover her true purpose: to inspire others to overcome their own struggles. Now ask yourself, how are the battles you're facing today shaping you for the future? What lessons are hidden within your struggles? Sometimes, it's hard to see the purpose in our pain, but every spiritual battle holds the seed of transformation. The key is to trust the process and recognize that resilience isn't built in comfort, it's forged in adversity. By enduring and overcoming, you become a beacon of hope and strength for others. The message here is simple yet profound. Your struggles are not the end, but the beginning of something greater. Trust that you are equipped to handle whatever comes your way, and remember that spiritual growth is a journey, not a destination. Lean into the process, knowing that each battle is a chapter in the story of your strength and faith. By embracing this perspective, you'll not only overcome, but thrive, emerging stronger and more aligned with your purpose than ever before. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. 6. Connection to the divine. Have you ever wondered if you carry the secret sign of being one of God's most powerful chosen ones? One unmistakable mark is your deep, unshakable connection to the divine. This connection goes beyond a simple belief or faith. It's an intimate relationship with God, cultivated through prayer, meditation, and profound spiritual encounters. You might feel as though your soul is constantly in communion with something greater, receiving guidance, clarity, and strength when you need it most. This connection is not random. It is a gift and a responsibility, empowering you to perceive divine truths that others might overlook. It allows you to walk your path with purpose, resilience, and a sense of knowing that you are divinely guided every step of the way. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. It is a daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart." This divine relationship sets you apart, not in a way that elevates you above others, but in a way that calls you to serve with humility and wisdom. Have you noticed how, in moments of doubt or confusion, answers seem to come from within, as though whispered directly to your spirit? That's the essence of spiritual wisdom, a kind of insight that transcends logic and connects you to the very heart of your Creator. It's this wisdom that helps you see beyond the surface of life, discerning what truly matters and aligning yourself with your higher purpose. But here's the thing. How often do you take time to truly nurture this connection? Do you create space in your daily life to listen to God's voice, or is the noise of the world drowning it out? The chosen ones are often the ones who bear the heaviest burdens because their journey demands it. But through this connection to the divine, they find the strength to rise above trials and setbacks. Think about it. Have there been moments in your life where you should have fallen apart, but instead, you found an unexplainable strength to keep going? That's not by accident. It's a sign that you are not walking this path alone. God's presence in your life equips you to face challenges, not just for yourself, but to be a beacon for others. As Scripture reminds us, the Lord is near to all who call on Him in truth. Are you calling out in truth and opening yourself fully to receive His guidance? To truly carry this sacred sign is to understand that your connection to God is both a privilege and a practice. It requires intentionality, making time to pray, reflect, and tune in to the whispers of your soul. It's in those quiet moments that you gain the clarity and strength to fulfill your divine purpose. This is not a passive experience, but an active collaboration with God, one that asks for your faith, patience, and trust. So, ask yourself, are you living in alignment with this connection? Are you using the spiritual wisdom you've been given to make choices that honor your calling and uplift those around you? And if not, what steps can you take today to deepen your relationship with God and fully embrace the power He's placed within you? Remember, the secret sign of being among God's most powerful chosen ones isn't about perfection. It's about surrender, trusting that God's hand is in every detail of your life and leaning into that truth every day. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 7. Transformation through trials. In the grand design of life, chosen ones are like diamonds forged under immense pressure. This transformation through trials is not a punishment, but a divine process to refine their spiritual strength, deepen their faith, and expand their wisdom. Imagine the intense heat and pressure required to transform carbon into a dazzling gem. This is the essence of how life's challenges mold God's chosen individuals. Each hardship is uniquely tailored to align with their divine purpose, teaching lessons that cannot be learned in comfort and ease. It is in these moments of adversity that chosen ones find their greatest spiritual awakening, unlocking reservoirs of inner power they never knew existed. The trials test their resilience and fortify their character, preparing them for the immense responsibilities that accompany their calling. Modern life is rife with challenges, financial struggles, broken relationships, health scares, and moments of deep self-doubt. Yet for the chosen ones, these difficulties are never in vain. Each obstacle is a divine whisper, urging them to rise stronger, to discover the spiritual warrior within, and to embrace their higher purpose. Consider how often the most impactful leaders, visionaries, and healers have stories of pain that preceded their triumphs. Their scars are not marks of defeat, but badges of honor, proof of the battles fought and won in the pursuit of divine alignment. This principle applies to you as well. The struggles you endure today are the seeds of the greatness you will reap tomorrow. As the chosen, you are called not to evade trials, but to transform through them. The key lies in shifting your perspective, seeing challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to your ultimate destiny. Every setback holds the wisdom to move forward with greater clarity and purpose. Spiritual growth thrives in adversity, teaching us to trust the divine plan, even when the path ahead seems unclear. The fire of life's trials burns away superficial desires, leaving behind a refined soul aligned with its true mission. In navigating these transformative moments, embrace patience and faith. Remember, just as a diamond cannot shine without being polished, your spiritual awakening emerges most brightly after seasons of testing. Let each trial be an opportunity to reflect, recalibrate, and recommit to your divine purpose. The modern world may pressure you to seek instant gratification, but your journey is not about quick wins. It's about cultivating a depth of character and spiritual resilience that will empower you to serve others and fulfill your God-given destiny. Let this message serve as a reminder that you are not alone in your struggles. The trials you face are not there to break you. They are there to shape you into the powerful, chosen vessel of divine love and wisdom that you are meant to be. Step forward with courage, knowing that each challenge is a divine appointment leading you closer to your highest self and a life aligned with the spiritual awakening you are destined to experience. And if you feel inspired by this message, type "I trust the process" as a way to affirm your strength, patience, and commitment to growth. Let's grow together. 8. The secret sign. The secret sign of God's most powerful chosen ones is not something visible to the naked eye, but an inner mark deeply embedded within their spirit. It's a spiritual signature that reflects unwavering faith, unmatched strength, and the divine authority they carry in their journey through life. For those who have it, this sign manifests as an innate sense of purpose, an inner knowing that serves as a compass even in the darkest times. It shows up in their ability to remain resilient through trials that would break others, and in the transformative power they possess, which often shifts the atmosphere and inspires others simply by their presence. This is not just about surviving challenges. It's about emerging from them refined, stronger, and more aligned with their divine calling. Think of someone you know, or perhaps yourself, who has faced what seemed like insurmountable odds, yet found a way to not only endure, but to rise above them. Their resilience isn't just perseverance, it's a profound spiritual growth that touches everyone around them. A modern example might be someone like a single parent who, despite financial struggles and societal pressures, raises their children with love, instilling in them values of kindness and integrity. Their strength and faith ripple outwards, influencing their community and showing others that adversity doesn't define you, but refines you. This transformative energy is one of the hallmarks of the chosen ones, a testament to the sacred calling they embody. The question is, do you recognize this sign within yourself? Have you ever felt an unexplainable strength in moments when the world seems against you? A deep knowing that you're meant for something greater? This isn't arrogance. It's an awareness of the divine energy that flows through you, guiding and protecting you, even when the path seems unclear. It's this very energy that sets you apart, making you a beacon of hope for others. But this sacred mark also comes with responsibility. As you influence those around you, your choices and actions must align with the spiritual growth you've experienced. You're not just carrying this sign for yourself, you're carrying it to fulfill a larger purpose. Here's the lesson. The secret sign isn't about external validation or recognition. It's about knowing who you are at your core, embracing the spiritual authority you've been given, and using it to create positive change in the world. You're called to rise above fear, to stand firm in faith, and to be a light in a world often shrouded in darkness. If this resonates with you, then perhaps it's time to ask yourself, what are you doing with this divine gift? Are you living in alignment with your higher purpose? By recognizing and embracing this sign, you step into your true identity and unlock the transformative power that God has entrusted to you. Let this be your reminder that your journey, no matter how challenging, is part of a greater plan designed to bring light, growth, and inspiration to a world in need. If this message speaks to you, take it a step further and share it with someone who might need this reminder. Together, we can build connections rooted in honesty and respect. 9. Practical application. Let me tell you something extraordinary about the chosen ones, the people who carry a unique and powerful sign bestowed by God. This sign is not something you can find by merely looking at the surface. It's revealed through deep introspection, unwavering prayer, and a heartfelt commitment to aligning with God's teachings of love, truth, and service. It's about embracing a higher calling to live with integrity and letting your spiritual wisdom guide your daily actions. Think about it. How often do you pause and truly ask yourself, am I walking in alignment with my divine purpose? This is the first step to recognizing the sign, opening your heart and mind to listen to the still, small voice that speaks when you're quiet and focused. Now, let's dive deeper into the practical application of this. Daily practices are essential to activate and amplify the divine sign within you. One of the most effective ways is through meditation. When you take even a few moments each day to still your mind, you allow divine guidance to flow into your life. In these quiet moments, you can ask for clarity, strength, and direction. As Psalm reminds us, "Be still and know that I am God." This stillness is not about doing nothing. It's about creating space for the sacred to reveal itself. And when you pair meditation with prayer, sincere, heartfelt communication with God, you create a powerful synergy that aligns your soul with divine wisdom. But it doesn't stop there. Acting with integrity is another cornerstone of amplifying this sign. Integrity means living authentically, even when no one is watching, and making decisions that reflect your values and faith. It's about choosing love over fear, truth over deception, and service over selfishness. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." When you commit to serving others with a genuine heart, you not only reflect God's love, but also strengthen your connection to your divine purpose. So I ask you, are you ready to take these steps and discover the secret sign within you? Are you willing to align your life with the higher path that God has laid out? The journey may not always be easy, but it is deeply rewarding. Every act of kindness, every moment of self-reflection, and every decision to walk in truth brings you closer to unlocking this powerful sign. Spiritual wisdom is your compass, guiding you through challenges and helping you recognize the divine hand in all that you do. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. No matter where you are on your journey, you can start today. Take time to reflect, ask for guidance, and let your actions be a testament to the faith and love within you. In doing so, you will not only recognize the signs, but you will also inspire others to seek their own spiritual awakening. After all, as Jesus said, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden." Embrace your light and let it shine brightly for the world to see. Affirm this truth today. I choose to shine. Let this affirmation guide you as you embrace change, trusting that every change is part of God's plan to transform you from the inside out. 10. Encouragement and community. The journey of the chosen ones is not one to be walked alone, for there exists a vast, unseen community of souls who share your struggles, your aspirations, and your divine purpose. This interconnected web of spiritual awakening serves as a testament to the strength and resilience required to fulfill the mission placed upon you. The trials you face are not random. They are intentional markers in your path, refining your character and fortifying your spirit for the greatness ahead. Just as a diamond endures immense pressure to reveal its brilliance, so too are you being shaped by the challenges life presents. These obstacles are not meant to defeat you, but to sharpen your vision, deepen your faith, and align you closer to the divine plan crafted uniquely for you. As you navigate this journey, persistence becomes your anchor. Spiritual growth is not achieved overnight. It is cultivated through unwavering faith and a steadfast commitment to rise above every setback. Remember, every storm you weather is clearing the way for your transformation, revealing the hidden power within you. Faith, in this sense, becomes more than just belief. It becomes your compass, guiding you through the uncertainties of life and reminding you that your struggles serve a higher purpose. Each difficulty is a stepping stone, pushing you closer to your divine destiny, even when the end goal seems distant or obscured. In modern life, where challenges often feel isolating and insurmountable, it is essential to recognize that you are never truly alone. Across the globe, others are walking this same spiritual path, their journeys paralleling yours in ways that reinforce the interconnectedness of chosen ones. This global community is bound not just by shared trials, but by a shared understanding that every setback is a setup for a breakthrough. Lean into this truth and allow it to bolster your resolve. When you understand that your struggles are part of a grander narrative, one that connects you to countless others, you unlock the strength to persevere and thrive. Let this message serve as a reminder to nurture your spirit through connection and fellowship. Seek out those who uplift you and align with your spiritual awakening, for in unity, your power multiplies. Take heart in knowing that your persistence in the face of adversity is not just a personal triumph, but a beacon of hope for others who are walking a similar path. The divine plan for your life is unfolding with every challenge you overcome, every act of faith you display, and every moment you choose to move forward despite the odds. Trust in this process and embrace the support of the unseen community that walks alongside you, for they are proof that the chosen ones are never truly alone. Every step you take on this spiritual journey is a testament to your resilience and faith, a living declaration that you carry the secret sign of God's most powerful chosen ones. Keep moving forward, knowing that your trials are not the end. They are the bridge to your greatest spiritual awakening. As we close, remember that the secret sign of God's most powerful chosen ones is both a privilege and a responsibility. It calls you to align with God's purpose, inspire others, and spread light wherever you go. Embrace your divine role with confidence, and let your spiritual journey be a testament to your commitment. Are you ready to fully step into your calling? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritual Wisdom for more guidance on your journey of transformation. Together, let's continue to awaken our inner potential and create a world filled with light and purpose.